YouTube? Sir Hunt's Reviews, and this video I'm going to be taking a few key scenes from that fucking trailer. I say fucking trailer because it was amazing, it was awesome. I don't physically mean I want to go fuck the trailer. It's probably impossible. I'd have to digitize myself. Long story short, it would be like some Tron fucking porn action. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to break down a few of those scenes that I initially misinterpreted. Now that I've watched it about 10 million times, I've gotten a little bit better of a perception of it. I'm going to talk a few... Basically, we're just going to go over those scenes. And thank you for watching. If you guys already been done so, make sure you click like, then you click subscribe, and then you watch me turn around and high-five my cat. But he's sleeping right now, so I'm going to prank the shit out of him. It's a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, kid. It's just a prank. You forgive me?
I've never been much of a fighter. Apologies for what you're about to see.
Alright, so as you can just see, that's going to be the first clip we're going to be talking about. Basically, you have Davos in the room with Jon Snow, Ghost, and a few of the other Night's Watch members who initially I thought were part of the stabbing, the famous for the watch scene. No, they're not. Went back and rewatched that shit. Those are not the same Night's Watch guys who were beating in the door with Alliser Thorne. For one, that scene hasn't even taken place when we're watching this scene. I'm going to go ahead and say this. All of the shit that we saw in that trailer, every single last clip, besides the big battle moments, but all the little small shit, most of those key moments that they give us enough time to actually take in the frames, because they're like literally periodically you get like 2 seconds per scene, you know what I mean? But those ones that are a little bit longer where they intentionally focus more so on, those are probably in the first couple episodes. You go back and watch my plot leak videos, you'll see. I know I do like jump around a lot because I don't know, I had a lot on my mind and I was trying to get it all out. But basically, once you sit through a little bit of those, you can pretty much everything that happened in that trailer you can find in those videos, and I'm gonna put a link up to them right now. I try to put a link up to them in every video because a lot of that shit, like the trailer, I don't know, it confirmed it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I predicted it, no, but it is in those videos, and those videos were from back in late January, way before we got this trailer. But anyway, getting back on task here. I literally just went on a rant about how I get sidetracked, and that's exactly what the fuck I just did. Okay, so yeah, if you notice, first things first is that door hasn't been broken yet. So just off the fact that that door hadn't been broken, the scene that we had with Davos kind of giving that little speech that he gives happened before the door got beaten in. Because the door got beaten. Those people with Alliser Thorne, they clearly break through the door. So my whole initial thing with that was like, hold up, that sends a red flag. Like, this is before that happened. I initially thought that those guys had already beaten down the door and they're already in there, and I was wondering why they kind of didn't react when Davos pulled Longclaw, and then they gave him still another like 5 seconds, and then he drew the sword, and then you see one guy in the background pulling his sword. Like, nah, it doesn't make sense. He's giving those guys a pep talk, because those guys all, including Davos, know that the Night's Watch members who probably stabbed Jon are coming to burn their body, and he knows that those guys, obviously they have swords and shit, and there's going to be a fight. With that being said, that makes a lot more sense of Davos obviously not getting his shit stabbed the fuck up when he's talking so slow and shit, like, I've never been a good fighter. You know what I mean? Like, nah, they're already in that room. They somehow get in there. I guess maybe they either barricade themselves in there, or they're just like, yo, you're not coming in here to take their shit. Ghost is not dead either. Ghost is standing guard. Alright, so basically, in that scene, the reason why I wanted to play that, because this goes back to the plot leak where I say that after Daario and Jorah make it to Vaes Dothrak to finally get Dany, and she's basically replenished her ranks with Dothraki, they decide that they want to follow her, Cal Quotho or something like that. Basically, they decide, yeah, they're going to follow her to Meereen, and then eventually to Westeros. Once they get back to Meereen, there's actually a few things that I say in the plot leak, which the trailer kind of confirms at this one part. There's a lot of things total, but just at this one part. You see Jorah, you know, he's picking up that ring, but in the plot leak I say that Jorah eventually is confronted by Dario, and Dario saying like, look man, I know you have grayscale, you can tell Dany or I'm going to tell her for you. And of course Jorah decides he's going to tell Dany, and then he ultimately ends up leaving, and then right after Jorah leaves, that was Dario's plan, because then that's when he has his second sons come in, and he basically imprisons Missandei and Daenerys. All the while doing so, Tyrion eventually escapes and then is able to track down Jorah. Jorah and him go and free the dragons, and then they come and rescue the queen. Pause for a second. Alright, so that little clip that we have of what looks like the inside of Dany's apartment pyramid over Marine, looks like the windows get blown in. I'm not too keen on grenades in Game of Thrones, so, and that being really high up, I don't think somebody threw something up that high. They could have catapulted something up there, but let's just say that that's the dragons landing right outside the window, and the gust of wind from them landing with such force blew that shit in. That's going to be pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. If you haven't already done so, make sure you click like, then you click subscribe, share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. This has been Silent Reviews.